A little daughter giggles when her mother denies her for an ice cream because she knows that later on, Daddy would definitely get her some. Hey boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nidhi and I welcome all of you with an open heart on my channel English by Nidhi, where English is made fun and easy. Well people, today I am back with yet another unusually lovely lesson that is of course not associated with academic training, okay, nothing related to grammar, pronunciations, errors or anything of that sort. Today we are going to talk about the creative expression of our feelings. Yes, the creative expression of our feelings, of our heart, okay, towards our daddies, alright, the feelings that we hold, because you might be knowing that Father's Day falls on the coming Sunday on 21st of June. So I thought, why not create a video in which we would be creatively expressing our feelings for our daddies. Well, dearies, I personally believe that we should not only express our love to our near and dear ones only on some special designated days like Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day or Friendship's Day. Okay, it is needless to say that love needs to be sprinkled in every relation of your life on a regular, on an everyday basis. It should not, wait for any special day, alright, so that we can actually cherish our lives in a beautiful way. So since these Father's Day, Mother's Day and all these days, they have been celebrated since long, so we actually get an opportunity to confess our heart out, okay, to express our feelings in a beautiful way. So let's take the advantage of this time and opportunity on the coming Father's Day and make our dear daddies feel on the top of the world. Let's get going. So the first way in which you can be expressing your feelings towards your daddy on this special day can be in this way. Now suppose your daddy has been like, your supporting pillar, okay? He has been blindly supportive to your dreams, to your, like any step you take in your life ahead, okay? He has been blindly supportive towards that. He is your support system without which you would not have been able to be at the place where you are today, okay? If that is the case, then you can be saying to your dear daddy, hey daddy, thank you for being the wind beneath my wings. Thank you for being the wind beneath my wings. A very happy Father's Day to you, dear daddy. You can be saying it that way. So the second way is ideal for all the Papa ki Paris out there. That means all the daddies, little princesses. Okay, so all the dear daughters, now they consider their daddies as superheroes. Now you might not believe in superheroes, but you might definitely be considering your daddy or maybe your mother also, okay, as a superhero or a superwoman, because they are actually the super creatures. They can do things which nobody else can do for us. So they are the super creatures. So if you consider your daddy like kind of a superman or a super figure, super creature, a superhero, then you can be saying in a way that, hey daddy, I'm a grown-up girl or I'm a grown-up adult now, but still you are a superman to me or a superhero to me. A very happy Father's Day from your super girl. Now let us move on to the third way that we have on our list today in which we can wish our fathers a very happy Father's Day. Okay, so suppose you have got buddy kind of a relation with your father, that cool, sassy, buddy kind of relation with your father, in which your father holds the place of a friend in your life, a friend who is like very close to your heart, okay, and a friend who keeps on guiding you at every step of life. He guides you not only like, practically, okay, he kind of gives you philosophical lessons, he is your emotional support, okay, he has been like, playing that kind of a role. He has been a philosopher also. He has been that philosopher, a guide, a mentor to you, okay, at the same time like a friend whom you can share a lot of secrets with, okay, so you can be saying a bosom buddy, philosopher and guide, you are to me daddy. A bosom buddy, philosopher and guide, you are to me daddy. My best wishes on Father's Day. Now, bosom buddy, that you might be knowing that bosom means what? The chest or the breast portion, okay, where our heart resides. Where our heart resides, that is the bosom, okay. So a person who is like very close to your heart is your bosom buddy or bosom friend, okay. So you can be wishing your father in that way. There can be yet another beautiful, interesting and creative way in which you can convey the similar kind of feelings to your daddy. You can say, daddy, you are the guiding light amidst the darkness of life's jungle. You are the guiding light amidst the darkness of life's jungle. A very happy Father's Day to my light. Now moving on to the next way that we have in our list today, I would like to ask all of you one question. Well, who would be that one man upon whom you can place your blind trust? Okay, who would be your savior, who would be your bodyguard, who would, be your protective wall every time, who would always keep you secure, who would be, the one to rescue you out of every problem? Who would be that man? Well, personally, if somebody asks me, my answer would be my dear daddy. Okay, so if you also share the same feelings like mine, then you can be wishing your daddy in a way that, hey daddy, thank you for being my protective wall of trust and security. Thank you daddy for being my protective wall of trust and security. My warm wishes to you on Father's Day. The subsequent way that we have in our list today would be most preferred by many of the boys or even many of the girls out there who kind of consider their fathers, their daddies, as epitomes of perfection. Okay, as the perfect models, perfect examples of something. Like our daddies, they know how to tackle with every situation of life, okay, in a very expert, easy way that we can't even fancy of. So if you have the same feelings, if you share the same ideas as mine, then you can be using this way to greet your father a very happy Father's Day. You can say that, Daddy, you are the man I strive to be, the perfectionist. A very happy Father's Day to my perfectionist daddy. So now we have got a very comic and hilarious way in which we can wish our daddies a very happy Father's Day. So suppose you are boastful about any of your facial features or any of your personality traits that you have incorporated from your daddy, okay, that has been passed on to you from your daddy's genes, okay, those genes of your daddies, and you are actually, very pompous of them, okay, you actually boast about your personality traits or your good looks or anything just because of your daddy's genes, okay, and you want to thank your daddy for that, okay, so you can be saying, hey daddy, thank you for your terrific genes. I owe my good looks to you. Well daddy, you will never get out of style. A very happy Father's Day to my dashing daddy. Now, if you are one of those persons who feels that your daddy has been responsible for the moral foundation, for the ethical foundation of your character, and you feel proud of the values that have been ingrained in your heart and your mind by him, the moral values, the human values, okay, and your daddy has been always that kind of a person who has always led by an example, who has never lectured things, who has never, imposed things onto you. He has always set an example by following an ideal life, an idealistic life, I must say. If your daddy is that kind of a person, or if you want to convey these kinds of feelings to your daddy, then you can say, Daddy, you are the school of values. You are a paragon of integrity. You are the school of values, a paragon of integrity. Happy Father's Day, dear Daddy. You understand what is a paragon? A paragon means an outstanding example of something, a perfect model, or you can be saying a role model. So you can be wishing your daddy in that way. So here we have yet another comic, jovial and a very light-hearted way in which you can greet your daddy on this very special day. So if you are the kind of person who, tries to find out a solution to a problem, who tries to figure out the solutions for different problems, but you always end up landing in some sort of a greater trouble, okay, if you are that kind of a person who creates trouble every time, okay, instead of, coming out of them, who creates more and more troubles. And then to your rescue comes your superhero, your Superman, okay, your daddy, who is a troubleshooter, okay. So if you have, those kinds of scenarios like quite often in your lives, okay, so you can be saying to your daddy, hey my troubleshooter, a very happy Father's Day from your trouble creator, okay. Now moving on to the last but not the least way, we have yet another very comic, jovial, light-hearted, very hilarious, I can say a super humorous way in which we can wish our daddies a very happy Father's Day. Okay, but I suggest you to use this way only if you have, kind of buddy kind of relation with your father, okay, not if your father is like kind of strict or not like really very frank and open with you, then I suggest you not to use this. And if you have been the kind of, not that ideal kind of child, okay, if you have been a notorious child always, maybe who was a little astray or who has not abided by the instructions, by the guidelines of his parents in his life, you have been a little, wayward kind of person, okay, but still definitely you have emotions for your parents, okay, and if you don't really want to get too deep into the emotions, the profound emotions, love, respect and all those things, if you don't want to get too deep, too profound in those things, and if you want to wish your daddy in a very cool way, then you can be saying, hey daddy, I send you heartfelt appreciation on Father's Day. Now this is the least I can do after having caused you all the grey hair. That means you have been the cause of all the grey hair, all the white hair, the grey hair on your father's head. That means you have been the cause of his tension, worry, stress every time, his anxiety. So you can be like, wishing in a very comic way. Again, so these were some of the magnificent and creative ways in which you can express your heart out to your daddies on this special day. Well, if you are a kind of introvert person and you feel that why do I even need to express these feelings? I can hold them inside my heart. I'm a shy and a reserved person. I just cannot express those feelings. Well, my dear mate, my dear friend, I must tell you that sometimes the expression of feelings, that can be a source of bliss for the other person. Okay, that can be a source of bliss for the other person, and can we ever repay what our parents have done for us? So I suggest each one of you to express your feelings, okay, to confess your feelings towards your daddies this Father's Day and make them feel on top of the world. So at the end of the video, I would like to drop a very beautiful message for my dear daddy that comes straight from my heart. Nothing much fancy, it's only a short and sweet message. So my dear sassy daddy, it's a message from your chirpy daughter, or I must rectify myself and say your angry young daughter. Okay, so it's a message from your angry young daughter. Well daddy, I'm gonna say that I strive to be the soul that you are. Never really seen a soul as beautiful and pure as yours. Well daddy, I must say that your excess love, your excess love, pampering and caress has been responsible for making me so finicky, having a lot of tantrums. Anyway daddy, I know that I deserve to live like a princess because I know my father is a king. A very happy Father's Day to my king.